Hi guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another match review. Today's match review, we're going to be going over Cheltenham's 2-0 loss against Bradford City. We're going to get straight into it as always. First half, Bradford started brilliantly. Two crosses into the box early on from them. Second one was from a corner, and on both occasions, Josh Griffiths tried to leap out and tried to make a heroic stop and parry it out. It almost seemed, like he was trying to do it for the cameras. There was a lot of uproar on Twitter about it. Very poor. Andy Cook was on the end of it to make it 1-0 to Bradford. And to be fair, from the start they did deserve it. We didn't do ourselves any favours with the defending. Josh Griffiths didn't help himself out by diving out twice when, there was defenders in the box that could have dealt with it. The rest of the second half was interesting because I'd like to say we dominated, but we had chances, but we didn't dominate. We had a couple of long throw-ins, a couple of corners. We had a free kick go just wide. We hit the crossbar from a hussy free kick. But, the thing is that those were the only clear-cut chances we had. And the thing is that, none of them looked convincing, even though we did come close to scoring on a few occasions. It didn't feel convincing from us. Second half, we came out, we looked a bit better, we started to attack, but it didn't look settled. We didn't look settled on the ball, and then in the 51st minute, Bradford hit us on the counter, and after a poor, I don't even know what it was in the end, with a defensive mix-up, is the only way to say it. Andy Cook was there again to hit home for Bradford City, and that was the winner for them, and we didn't even come close after that, if I'm being honest. We looked panicked, we left too much space at the back, and to be honest, I think at times in the second half we did dominate Bradford, like we did in the first half, I'd like to say, but, the issue is, right, I felt like we dominated, but I feel like we gifted Bradford way too many chances. Their first goal, I think, we could have done better to stop. Second goal is just poor. We've got possession, we've given it away so cheaply, and, Bradford have swept up on it, and I think, to be fair, Bradford were really good at, putting us under pressure and making us make mistakes today, because that's what we can do if we're under a lot of pressure, and Bradford did brilliantly today, and I think, for parts of the game they didn't dominate, and they didn't look convincing at all times, but I do think that they were good at exploiting us, even when we were maybe on top of them and they weren't being able to get the most chances. I felt it was just a poor performance from us. But having said that, Bradford were decent, like I say, at times. But towards the end of the second half, it was just panicking, really. I think, we could have done a lot better with the chances we had. Frustration towards the end as well. May could have been sent off, but he was only booked, which, if I'm being honest, we were lucky. I'd like to say something positive, but to be honest, I just don't think anyone played well today. Even Hussey was our best player today by a country mile. And, he didn't really impact much other than coming very close on 2 free kicks. Other than that, it was quite quiet for him today. And I just think, I think that's going to be my man of the match for him. Obviously from a Cheltenham point of view. But yeah, it's just, there's really not much I can say on it. I just think it was a really bad day at the office for us. And the thing is, we always seem to do it. When we have a chance of going top, we always seem to find a way to slip up. And Bradford are moving up the table, so credit to Bradford. You Bradford fans look to be in for a fantastic rest of the season under Mark Truman. He looks to, be really good at changing the tactics as the game is going on, and that's what I felt we weren't doing today. So fair play to you for that, Bradford fans. And like I say, your club are in for a good run going into the end of the season. And I do think Bradford do have a very strong chance of going up, looking at how they played today. But again, we played very poorly. Moving on, we do have a Bradford fan's opinions on the game. You've seen him on the videos before. You might have even seen his own videos. He's got around 4,000 subscribers, over that I'm sure now. He's a top lad, and he does some good content for Bradford as well. So if you're not already, go and subscribe to him. And let's hear his thoughts on the game.
Hello everybody on Matt's channel. My name is Sam, or I have a YouTube channel called SHD. Now Matt has invited me on to give you guys my thoughts on today's game. Bradford City obviously coming away from the Johnny Rock Stadium with a 2-0 victory. It's a massive 3 points for us today, but you could tell that Cheltenham did have a couple of players who were out injured and they didn't really look at the race, they didn't look 100%. You know, they did have some decent chances throughout the game, but they didn't really create anything clear cut. You know, their main chances did come from the Bento's long throws. We obviously got a couple decent goals, in particular the second one. It's a really good finish, but the first one, it's a great corner in from Callum Cook. I'm not really too sure what the Cheltenham goalkeeper's doing. He kind of like jumps under it and Andy Cook is there at the back post to head in. The second goal as well, it's a bit scrappy in the midfield. Callum Cook plays a great ball over the top. Andy Cook goes past Tozer, goes around the keeper and slots it home nicely. Good luck to Cheltenham for the rest of the season. You know, I think it was one of them days for Cheltenham where they are missing a couple of key players. And I think once, you know, they managed to get them back from injury, I reckon Cheltenham, you know, I said it in my video, they're one of the best teams in the league, and I reckon they definitely will be challenging for promotion this season. I do think they'll probably get into that top 3. Matt, thank you so much for allowing me to come onto your channel and give you guys my thoughts. Make sure you drop a like on Matt's video. Good luck to Cheltenham for the rest of the season, and I'll see you all later. Peace.
Thank you, Sam, for sharing your thoughts with me on my video. I do appreciate that a lot, mate. But yeah, like I say, bad day at the office. Feel free to comment your thoughts down below. That's it for today's review. Thank you very much for watching. Like I say, comment your thoughts down below. It'll be interesting to see, especially on this one, about the way we played. You know, if there's any positives to take that you guys see. But yeah, for me, not too many at all. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you're new. I would really appreciate that. Have a class rest of your day, and see you in the next one.